So, how do you explain the concept of multiverse to someone? With the help of cooked and uncooked spaghetti. Yeah, that's how it's done in the movie, and trust me, it was such a cool way to do it. So, after hyping about it since the day the first trailer was released, I couldn't help but watch it the first day itself, and to my surprise, the theatre I watched it in had folks who seemed quite abreast with the Flash lore. It was a little unusual as the superhero has not really had a solo movie up until now, and I'm sure those guys were not comic book readers. They probably would have watched the CW Flash television series. Anyway, let's follow the pattern and talk about the story first. So, Flash, who is now a member of the Justice League, stops a bank robbery gone wrong with the help of Batman in Gotham City. His father, who is still imprisoned with murder charges, calls him up from the jail, and Barry, while talking to him, realizes that they might not win the trial and his father might get wrongly punished for murdering his mother. Overcome with emotions, he accidentally uses the Speed Force and travels back in time to earlier in the day. He soon realizes that he can use the newly gained power to go back in time and save his mother, which would eventually save his father. He meets Bruce to tell him about the plan, and despite Bruce advising him against it, he travels back to the day of his mother's death and prevents it from happening. While returning to the present, he is knocked out of the Speed Force by another probable speedster whose identity isn't revealed to us until the climax. He ends up in an alternate timeline where his mother is alive. There he also meets his younger self, who is yet to receive his powers, and realizes he has arrived on the day he originally obtained his powers. He tries to recreate the accident which gave him his powers, which results in young Barry receiving his powers, while original Barry losing his. While original Barry trains his younger self to optimally utilize the powers, they see a TV broadcast by General Zod, who is preparing to invade Earth. Barry tries to find the other superheroes, only to realize they don't exist in this timeline. Would a powerless Barry be able to stop Zod? Would he be able to find any of the Justice League members to help him? Without his powers, would he be able to return to the original timeline? The rest of the movie tries to find answers to those questions. The casting's great, and the actors have essayed their roles with aplomb. I felt Ezra Miller had the most difficult part to play, considering it was a dual role. He has portrayed original Barry as a guilt-ridden vicenarian desperate to fix things, while the younger version as a naive, casual teenager without much experience of life. Ben Affleck has got some of the most beautiful scenes of the entire DCU, ironically, in the last film. He gets limited screen time, however, manages to leave an impression. Watching Keaton don the cowl again was definitely nostalgic and wild. Sasha Calle as Supergirl has looked absolutely badass. It would be great to see her continue in the role. The story, although inspired from the comic book event called Flashpoint, has some originality. Maybe MCU should take a leaf out of DC's book on how to do multiverse, but then multiverse has always been a DC thing. The pacing is okay, except that the screenplay could have been a little tighter in the first half. That, however, is not a major complaint. The special effects looked good, and honestly, the characters in the Chrono Ball scene looked CGI'd because they are intended to look that way. The action is fun, and the chase sequence involving Affleck's Batman is breathtaking. The humor evokes genuine chuckles, with the occasional laugh out loud moments. The BGM has a great mix of score themes and pop hits and does complete justice to the film's mood. The climax is grand and has a bunch of cameos. I found myself pointing at the screen while calling out the names of all the actors as they kept showing up. Andy Muschietti skillfully weaves together thrilling action sequences with poignant character development, allowing the story to unfold in a way that is both exciting and emotionally satisfying. I have already watched the movie twice and don't mind it watching a third time. So that was my review of the movie, guys. Do let me know if you watched the film and how did you like it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.